the best Super Trust Master rewards in the game. I'll be ignoring any Super Trust Master rewards that aren't first place, but keep in mind that most Super Trust Master rewards are excellent anyways. Well, most of them. In terms of guidelines, I'll be measuring several different things. Damage, Physico, Magico, Hybrid, Evoke, Limit Burst damage, Jump damage, Boost to equipment parameters, Evasion, Defense, Spirit, and combining that with Health for effective defense. Please keep in mind that most units have their own favorite items they like to equip for bonus stats, but hey, there's like extra equipment slots you might need to fill anyways, right? Unfortunately, I'll be excluding several important features: elemental resistances, status ailment immunity, and killer buffs. Why? Because honestly, that's another video idea. But back to the STMR, the cool acronym I'm sure we all know by now. But did you know there's another alternate name that I very much prefer? Sponsorship time! Most riveting! This video is sponsored by Bloodline, Heroes of Lithis. Set in a stunning environment, you must take command of several legendary heroes and lead them to victory. With an ever-expanding roster of characters, your choices are limitless. Look at this fox, who could probably eat me. Look at this wolf, who can probably eat me. Well, what if you combine those fish-eating bloodlines and make a fish-eating... wolf? A fish-eating wox. These wox will have talents and traits from their original bloodlines, and with a great deal of heroes to choose from, you can achieve your roster's full potential. What's more, just this year, Bloodline, Heroes of Lithis has just released a new guild war, where you can fight on brand new maps. Conquer with your guildmates and claim your prizes, all so you can gain even greater legends. Bloodline Hero of Lithis is available for free on iOS and Android. If you use my link in the description or scan this QR code, you can also receive a special starter pack worth $20. Within this free pack, you'll get 1 Summoning Crystal, 100,000 gold, and 100 diamonds. Furthermore, the first 20 players who leave their in-game account ID and their username in the comment section below will receive the legendary female orc champion, Urugro, who can probably eat me. Download Bloodline Heroes of Lithis today, and watch your kingdom grow with your strength. Thanks again for sponsoring this video. I have to go now, somebody save me! Alright, daggers. Rakish Thief Zidon's upgraded Ultima weapon packs high attack and limit burst damage. For magic, it's Kid's Prism Dagger, but if you don't want to go two-handed, get Yigni's Necro Daggers. If you'd like some added evasion, then Mastermind Zaun's Crimson Butterfly will be your best bet. Swords. Elazar's Sword of Fate is a strong one-handed weapon. For a two-handed weapon, it's Hero Dai Sword of Dai. For magic, Dragon Knight Baron's Demon Dragon Blade. For evoke damage, upgrade Neovision Terra Sword Plus. For the other evoke stat, upgrade Ferris' Sword. For hybrid damage, Frostblade Fravia's Azure Dawn has the most even distribution of stats and limit burst damage, but if you're just going by average, then Baron's Sword will be better. Paladin Sylvie's Sword has the best defense, but loses to Awakened Warrior of Light's upgraded Trustmaster reward. Paladin Ciso's upgraded Mithraven Blade returns to the list for Spirit. If you need evasion, then pick up Seeker of Freedom Vaughn's Durando. Greatswords. Swordseeker Esther's Asterisk Alpha is the best in attack. If you don't want a two-handed weapon for whatever reason, you can get Advent Children Cloud's Fusion Sword. Rain and Fina Swordbow of Unbreakable Faith has the best magic, but I think you'll use it more for the limit burst damage. For defense, Loyal Knight Steiner's Defender. Spirit doesn't have great candidates, so we'll move on to Evasion. Cypher's Hyperion is the only Super Trust Master reward greatsword of evasion, so... katanas. Samurai Chizuru's Harukaze is the best in attack. If you want a one-handed katana, then upgrade Orin's Masamune, though you're potentially losing out on a pretty strong two-handed katana in exchange. For magic, Lunar Festival Cleome's I'm not quite sure how to say this. Ninja Edge's Murasame has good stats, though it's only here because of the provoke and evasion, though in sheer evasion it's beaten out by Neovision 2B's Virtuous Treaty. Staffs. Abigail's ABI-MK2 Controller is the best for Spirit, though it can only be equipped onto magic tanks. High Summoner Broska's staff has the best evoke damage, but you may prefer Seymour's staff, which is two-handed, better balanced, and also happens to be staff's best answer for magic. Rods. Cheerful Carolor Ayaka's Peppermint Rod has the best magic, a cool morale regen, and the best MP. If you don't want to go double hand and can't upgrade the event-limited Super Trust Master reward, then you've got Mediena's Lunar Eclipse Rod. Shrine Maiden Tsukiko's 4th Nirvana has the same stats as Ayaka's, but is also great for evil magic. Oracle Maiden Lunafreya's Trident of the Oracle is the best for evoke damage, though it isn't two-handed and the magic stat isn't quite as great. Bows. For attack and spirit, White Mage of Benediction Rose's Artemis Bow. But if you want some limit burst damage, then Furian's upgraded bow has a little less attack. If you want magic, upgrade Blue Sky Bell Fran Sagittarius, though if you can't, then you're stuck with Draconian Princess Venus Draconian Princess's Pulse. Axes. Wilk's Ancestral Dragon Axe is the best in attack and limit burst damage. Beast King Crocodine's Vortex Axe is the best for defense. Hammers. Pearl's Black Pillar is the strongest hammer. Maeve's Boar Hammer is the best in both defense and spirit. Spears. Atoning Dragoon Kane's upgraded lance is the best for jump damage, but loses to Embracer of Duty Edgar's Longinus by attack stat of 1. If you don't want a two-handed spear, you can get Roberta and Ignitos' Crimson Malice. For magic, Dark Reign's Emperor Glaive actually works best when dual-wielding, but if you want a two-handed weapon, Sakura, the returned Sylvan Scythe is better and boasts limit burst damage. However, it's also locked to lightning, so if that's a problem, you can pick up Surge's Masamune. Immortal Hyunko's Dark Armor Spear is the best for spirit. Instruments. Hava's Keepsake Harmonica has the highest attack. Oliveira's Fabled Violin has the best magic and MP. Bulwark and the Melodic Mascot's Pomelo's Sousaphone has the highest spirit. Whips. Korra's Fidelta Whip is locked to Dark, but you care more about magic, so Dark Fina, Warrior's Prayer's Serpentbone Whip of the Crimson Lily. Throwing weapons. Materia Hunter Yuffie's Steel Reaper has the best attack, while Waka's upgraded World Champion has a lot of strong passives. If you don't want to go two-handed, Neovision Lock Sniper is the next best thing. For magic, Renault and Angelo's Pinwheel. For spirit, Dashing Gambler Setzer's Death Turret, though Diverti's Vengeance cards have a high limit burst damage boost. Guns. Laguna's Machine Gun is the best in attack and limit burst damage. If you don't want a two-handed weapon, you can or cannot upgrade to second unit's Tiny Bee. For magic, Beach Blaster Olive's Summer Sparky. If you don't want a two-handed weapon, upgrade 4 Winds Physalis' Blue Storm. Avalanche's Barrett's EKG Cannon is the best for defense. For spirit, get Avalanche's Biggs and Wedges Gun. Maces. Poppy, Warrior's Prayer's Great Brush of 7 colors is the best for magic. Elegant Temptress Lilith's True Midnight Star is the best for defense. Silent Knight Charlotte's Celebration Baton is best for spirit, but can only be equipped onto magic tanks. Levinson's Bag of Toys is somehow still the only Super Trust Master reward attack mace. Fist. Wilk's Ancestral Dragon Claws is the best two-handed fist. If you don't want a two-handed weapon, Berserker Riku's Kaiser Knuckles has better attack, but Elena and Marquis de Leon's Falcon Knife has a limit burst damage boost. Superior being Hadler's Sword of Champions, Fist type, is the best magic fist. If you don't want a two-handed fist, get Cacterius Knuckle. Royal Puppeteer Afmao's Kenkonken has the highest defense, while Martial Artist Mam's Dark Armor Fist has the best spirit. You from Rabinaster Vaughn's Kanya Plus has a lot of evasion. Light shields are often overshadowed by heavy shields, but if you really want one, Ramses' Escutcheon is a decent pick of a spread of elemental resistances. Sylvie's Spring Basket is a bit more skilled, but has the best spirit and is nevertheless useful. Knightly Paragon Lawrence's Commando Captain Shield lacks the HP and elemental resistances, but makes up for it with some Provoke and Evasion. Heavy shields. Awakened Warrior of Light's Shield of Light has the best defense. Sacred Shield Charlotte's Honor of Grand Shout has the best spirit. Runda's Shield has the best evasion. Hats. World Wayfarer Bartz's Mystic Knight's Turban has the highest attack, though Groff's Mask boasts some limit burst damage. For magic, Fina, the Return's Floral Hairpin has killers, Red Mage Ingus's Chapeau has double hand, and Lynx's hat has limit burst damage. Kresnik's Plague Doctor's Mask is the best for spirit. Pure Summoner Rydia's Headband has evoke damage parameters, though unfortunately isn't as great as previous evoke equipment. Bruce's Dark Hat has some evasion. Helms. Ricard and Wyvern's Dragoon Helm has the best attack and is pivotal to boosting jump damage. Clothes. Cloud Strike's Clothes has the best attack and equipment attack for double hand, and also honestly the best defense. You can't overlook New Guardian Titus's Garb though, with its preemptive limit burst boost attack passive for anyone without that same exact passive. Fleet-footed Sky Pirate Balthier's Clothes is the best for limit burst damage. Planet Destroyer Kuja's Rymans have the best magic and MP, though can only be equipped onto guys. Otherwise, go for Remake Aerith's Clothes. Summoner Lena's Rainbow Dress and Summoner Rydia's Outfit are great for evoke damage, but the better one ultimately depends on your unit. Greed's Coat has the best evasion. Axstar and Reagan, the Return's Clothes can boost the physical limit burst damage modifier, though you've got to be a breaker. Light Armor. Nalika's Orange Yakuza has the best attack, while Felix's Toy Soldier uniform has the only magic. Wow, what a difference. Stern Leonis' Lion Armor still has that limit burst damage bonus, and Oberic's Surcoat is outclassed by Heavy Armor. Fledgling Warrior's Armor of Light is best for physical tanks. The Red Wings of Ciso's armor can only be equipped onto magic tanks. Emperor Palamisius armor is best for magic, but the limit burst bonus is only available to breakers. Roos's blue Yakusu is the best for attack, though jumpers might prefer Dragoon Kane's armor. Robes. Whimsical Winter Tiana's Jolly Jade Jacket has the best magic, but Wizard of Shantado's Minister's Coat has a limit burst damage boost and good MP. If you want just Spirit and a bit of evil magic, then get Yuna's Clubs. Rivera's formal suit does have the best MP, but if it's for magic damage, the magic stat isn't that great. Accessories. Dark Knight Payne's Crystal Gloves has the best attack and limit burst damage, but can only be equipped onto physical attackers. Kimari's Pendant is the best for jump damage. The Emperor's Emissary Titan Spectacles is best for double hand. I use Anida's Warlord Leg Guards for dual-wielding Rizer. Songstress Yuna's Pixie Drugs has the best magic. Hybrid damage dealers might prefer Ice Reaper Kurosami's Knowing Tag. Determined Dagger Silver Pendant has the best Spirit and Evoke stats. Summoner Yuna's Necklace is good all around and boasts the ability that boosts the damage modifier of evoke attacks. For defense, Daisy's upgraded arm guard can no longer be upgraded, so Guy's Belt. Sakura and Ayaka's Floating Hearts has the best MP, but not so much other stats. Yeti of Narshi Umaru's Blizzard Orb can let you abuse normal counterattacks, plus it also packs death resistance. Slime's Metal Slime Earrings has a good amount of evasion. Rain, Warrior's Prayer Spirit Tiger Mask has a lot of HP. Why? Materias. Quite a way to organize these, but let's take it one at a time. For attack, Sora from Kingdom Hearts 3's Guardian of Light and Ninja Master Hawkeye's Thief of the Night boast the same outstanding ability with an 80% attack boost and a 75% boost to limit burst damage. For just pure limit burst damage, Divine Beast Chao's Everlasting Fortune doesn't have any roll restrictions. If you want to think about equipment attack, Riku from Kingdom Hearts 3's Guardian of Light gets the same attack boost alongside additional modifiers if your unit's holding a weapon. Neo Vision A2's Vortex of the Past and Hatred is just a tad bit better for double hand though. For just true double hand, Remake Cloud's Master of Fate is absolutely skewed. If you want to boost jump damage, get Roberta's Dragoon's Wisdom. For magic, King of Destruction Zoma's King of Destruction's Magic. For double hand, House the Seer of the Future. For dual wielding, Sophie's Love for Trabia has like 50%. For evoke damage, your best Super Trust Master reward candidates are Luna Freya's Duty to the World and Yunalesca's Originator of the Final Summoning. For hybrid damage, Elena's Warrior of the Crystal has the general stats for single-wielding units, while Gilgamesh's Wings that Transcend Time is great for dual-wielding. Starlight Elena's Azure Radiance can also be extremely helpful if you're just holding a single weapon, though it won't give any other boosts. Moving on to other stats. King Behimi's Pride of the Behemoth is an amazing way to boost defense, while Yoshikiri's Spirit of the Shinobi has great spirit but not so great equipment spirit. Magic Mermaid Frisia's Shy Mermaid is much better in that aspect. For MP, you've got Summer Foca and Citrus Cool Beauty. For physical tanks, well, there are so many good choices, and with limits on parameter boost, it's probably best to mix and match HP and defense. Warrior of Dawn Gallup's Warrior from Another World, Gladiolus' Shield of the Chosen King, and Zargabath's Judge's Oath are excellent choices. Magic tanks follow a similar predicament, but you can't go wrong with Bosk's Unquestionable Loyalty, Sweet Luca's Valentine Recipe, or Zargabath's Judge's Oath. Again. Lastly, for evasion, there's Venera Fenris' Fallen Moon or Kaido Sea Dragon, each with a 30% boost to evasion. While we're talking about other miscellaneous materia, there's stuff like Tyvis' Spear, which can boost the damage modifier of physical limit burst, and Savior of Souls Lightning's Indestructible Light for raising the chain limit cap. And those are all the best Super Trust Master rewards in the game, except for the ones that the unit themselves prefer. It's interesting to see the sliding scale as equipment becomes tied to the units, and the influx of powerful reward equipment also lessens their necessity. If, of course, you're good at the game. In the end, Super Trust Master rewards aren't the most necessary feature in Final Fantasy Brave Exvius, as there are many other places to get incredible equipment. Having said that, a lot of them are very good. Thanks for watching, and if you like this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Tell me which Super Trust Master rewards you have and which Super Trust Master rewards you'd like to get.